Now, who you are speaks for itself. Like, you're not the type of person that feels like when you come into a room, you have to tell people who you are, how you are. And the thing about it is, it's because you realized and you've seen it in people that that's just so disingenuous. Before I get ahead of myself, y'all already know that if you seeing me, I have a message for you. And if this is your first time seeing me, what up? I got a message for you. And if you think I don't have a message for you, it's because I don't, baby. This is probably more likely about you and not for you. Okay, let's just clock that to you every time. No, but for real, it's like you speak for yourself. Like you didn't give yourself the name gifted, chosen one. Like people see that in you and started calling you that or referring to you as such. You didn't give yourself the name that you were a talented in XYZ. People told you that you were talented in XYZ, right? There's a difference between being self-proclaimed and really having the accolades, like really being able to like people can just see that that's who you are, that that's how you live. Come on now, I know I'm talking to somebody because it's like when people come even around you, they get to comparing themselves to you or try to make it seem like, oh, I can do what you do too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, do it then. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like people just like you're not in competition. You see nobody else. And it's not even an arrogance or a cockiness. It's more so of just like I know self. I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me being me and me having my gifts doesn't take away from you and your gifts and who you are. But see, these people who felt like they tell themselves that they were whatever they think they are, they feel like you can't show up in your authentic self because that takes away from them. And it does. Because it's easy to discern real from fake, especially in the age of Aquarius. I don't have to sit here and tell you, oh, I'm intuitive. I don't need the cards. You just see that I don't fucking need it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just an example, but I hate when people come up and be like, "Cause I'm just so just be tapped in, just be that." You know what I'm saying? Just be that. I hate people be like, "Because I'm just so blessed. I'm just so highly favored. I'm just so I am the chosen." Just be it. You shouldn't have to tell us if that's who you are. You should not have to tell us that's who you are. And that's why a lot of people don't like you. Because you never told nobody who you was. You'll go into whole spaces where people feel like you should be braggadocious or you should be doing this, or if I was them, I would be doing this, I would be doing that. For some of you, you don't even market your business. It's like if somebody find you, they find you. They don't, they don't. And you just live like that. Because it's like you don't feel the need to broadcast things that you know about yourself. You just don't feel the need. People can see it on you. You don't have to. And that's why and these people that tells themselves that they are this or they are that, they automatically see it on you, which is why they have to keep affirming to themselves that they are this and they are that. You don't gotta do none of that shit. And that's why people be so mad. That's why people like to keep their distance from you. And that's another thing. You don't care. You actually like it that way. You prefer it that way. Is a burden. It's like sometimes you may be in the mood to socialize and be around other people, but it's like not too much. Not too much. You've never been pressed. You've never been pressed to be around others. You've always been an outsider, an outcast, a loner. Always. You've always felt more comfortable in your own energy. And it's because you've always been so empathetic, even before you realized what the empath was. And even the people that be like, oh, I'm an empath. If you were an empath, like you think you are, you would not have to tell me. I would just know it. Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, I know you feel me because you think this way. You literally think this way. You literally be in situations with people who they feel like they gotta prove themselves to you all the time, and you just be chilling. And people get mad at you because you don't have the desire to have to prove yourself. You don't have your desire to have to prove your gifts. You don't have the desire to have to sell nobody shit. Either you gonna take what I'm putting down or you not. The hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been a situation where you needed to feel like I have to convince somebody that I'm this. If you ever feel like you're in a situation where you have to prove something to somebody, you literally don't. You literally be like, I'd rather them think the way they want to think. I'd rather them feel how they want to feel. You won't convince nobody nothing. I just heard somebody say I ain't convinced nobody shit since 2018. I don't know who that's for, but somebody feel like, maybe you feel like at one point in time you was defending yourself about something, and you was like, you know what, I'm not doing that no more. I don't have to defend myself. I know who the hell I am. Who am I talking to right now? I'm telling you. It's like somebody's like, people try to act like too, you're not really who you say you are because you don't, maybe you're very spiritual, right? But you don't got all the damn crystals and all the damn shit that people, you don't cosplay this shit like everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never been a trend for you. You just always been who you are. And people don't even realize in this world that's so fake that there's true, authentic people out here that really live a certain way. That really just is who they are. And it's like, I don't know. It's just, so people are looking for you to be in a costume or to be cosplaying something. And it's like, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't. This is confirmation that it's not you. It's literally them. Literally. People trying to come at you in like weird, subtle ways because they feel inferior towards your energy, because they feel like you don't have to prove nothing, or because they feel like you don't have to prove nothing. That's making people want to come against you, want to test you. You could have been in a situation where you had a lot of like relationships or friendships where people know you're intuitive, so they intentionally lie to you to see if you'll catch it every time you have. Every time you have caught the sneakiness. When people talk about you behind your back and you may not hear exactly what they said, okay, cool, but you felt it. You felt it. And see, here's the thing too. Not only are you who you say you are, but you also stand on business behind yourself. Like, when this come down to you showing up for yourself or you setting your boundaries, you don't play. I had a situation where somebody invited me out. It's a whole like situation, and they told me they were gonna come get me, and I had to walk a couple blocks from my car to the place where they told me they were gonna come get me. And then when I got there, they told me, "Oh, just meet me here." No. If I'm gonna walk back to my car, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Because why the fuck would I do that? You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, and from face value, you may be like, oh, that's not really a big deal, da 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 da. But it's like, you did hear what you didn't hear. You heard what was not being said. I always hear what's not being said. I always hear it. That's always been a blessing and a curse for me. I always can read between the lines. And people will be like, oh, don't jump to conclusion. Ain't nobody jumping to shit. I can literally see clear as day what you think that you're hiding. That's always been something that is just something that I can do. And I feel like that's something that you can do as well. You always can just identify and spot out the words that you could read between the lines. Always have been able to. And that's why your energy don't settle with certain people, because you hear what they say behind your back. You hear, and through people's actions and the way they try to treat you, or the way they try to do things, you see their motives. You see their intentions. You've always been able to spot people's intentions. Your discernment always been on point. And that's why people don't like you, because they can't get nothing past you. It's very hard to manipulate you. It's very hard to make you run behind somebody. You'll never do it. You'll never chase anybody. No matter what it is, if it's for a job, a relationship, a friendship, a family situation, like you're not chasing anybody. You've never been, because you always felt like better alone. Because you're never really alone. That's why you like your energy to yourself, because you always know that you're never alone. ever.